What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. Guys, wanted to go ahead and bring you a quick video here reacting to the Indianapolis Colts unofficial depth chart. Now, before I go into this too much, I must remind everybody again, this is the unofficial depth chart. Things can change by the time this happens, but it gives you a somewhat of an understanding of where the Colts stand and what they're thinking going into this week and how things are going to look going into the first week against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So let's go ahead and hop into this. Nothing to report of interest from the offensive line. Obviously, Bernard Ryman, Quentin Nelson, Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, Braden Smith. And then we look at the quarterbacks. Obviously, Anthony Richardson's up there. And the interesting thing is Zach Moss is running back one for the game this week, which makes me think that there's a good chance that Zach Moss will be at least available for week one against the Jacksonville Jaguars, or else they would have potentially had moved someone else into that spot if they didn't think Zach Moss had a good chance of being ready for Sunday. So that's first point. Wide receivers, Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman, the outside wide receivers, of course. And the interesting part here at slot, Josh Downs was listed ahead of Isaiah McKenzie. So very interesting here that Josh Downs is ahead of Isaiah McKenzie. Might mean we're going to see more of Josh Downs in the offense than we will see of McKenzie, which I think most people have agreed from the very beginning that was the smart thing to do, was have Josh Downs ahead of Isaiah McKenzie because of the ability to create separation and get open. Josh Downs does it better than Isaiah McKenzie and has more for sure hands. So hopefully that does mean Josh Downs is getting the majority of the snaps on offense going into week one. So that's pretty much it for the offense, except for the tight end group. We still have 4 tight ends on the 53-man. You have Mo Alley Cox and Drew Ogletree, but then you also have Kylan Granson, Will Mallory on the other side. Makes a lot of sense. Those two are going to be more of your route runners. Drew Ogletree and Mo Alley Cox are going to be more of your blockers, but that will be something for future time. Now let's move on to the defense. So Kwity Paye, DeForest Buckner, Grover Stewart, Samson Ibukam. That is the starting defensive line. We all kind of assumed that. Dio Dangbo, Eric Johnson II, Taven Bryan, and Tyquan Lewis, your backups. And Adetomiwa was back there as well. And when you go to the linebackers, Shaq Leonard is on the weak side linebacker list. He's first. So he is going to definitely – it's sounding like he's going to play. Remember, I said that video yesterday. I thought he was going to play this week, and I'm pretty confident he still is. Zaire Franklin is the Mike. EJ Speed is the Sam. And then when you go to the corners – your starting corners are going to be Darrell Baker Jr., Dallas Flowers, and Kenny Moore II. So from what we have seen, guys, again, Juju Brents, the second-round athletic corner who has missed more time this offseason than what he has given so far due to injury and a couple other things. It's going to be a little bit before he gets to be able to play. So we obviously could see that coming. Jalen Jones, as good as he's played in the preseason, still wasn't enough to put him over Dallas Flowers. And then your safeties, of course, we presumed it would be Rodney Thomas II and Julian Blackmon. Nick Cross backing up Julian Blackmon, and Trevor Denbo backing up Rodney Thomas. So that's really it, guys. There's not a whole lot of other things that are wild about this. It is interesting that Dallas Flowers is the kick return and punt return lean man. So, and then Isaiah McKenzie follows him, and then Josh Downs is behind him as well. So Dallas Flowers will get the nod as the main return man for all of the returns for the Indianapolis Colts. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this unofficial 53-man roster. Let me know your thoughts on it. Thank you guys so much again for all the support. And as always, go Colts.